Today's book summary: Stop Overthinking. Welcome to Audiobook World. Stop Overthinking by Nick Trenton is a book you need to read now if you think too much about anything and everything. Facing stress of any kind, this book will change your perspective and will give you wings to fly to an island of peace and tranquility. Read now and attain the bliss. Overthinking is when you spend too much time and energy thinking about something, usually a problem or a decision, in a way that becomes unproductive and stressful. It's like when you keep reviewing the same thoughts in your head, imagining different scenarios or worrying about what might happen. It's okay to think about things, but when you do it too much and it starts making you feel anxious or stuck, it's called overthinking. It's like your brain is running in circles instead of finding a clear and helpful solution. If you also have the problem of overthinking, then today is the last day of this problem. Introduction: Today, we will talk about the book Stop Overthinking by Nick Trenton. In this book summary, you'll learn effective ways to reduce anxiety and gain control over your mind. A wandering mind is an unhappy mind. If you tend to analyze past events and worry about the future to such an extent that you cannot focus on a routine task, then you are overthinking. Many of us have become habitual overthinkers because it gives us the illusion that we are doing something about the solution to the problem we are overthinking. With this type of thinking, it is almost impossible to get rid of overthinking, even if you make a proper plan. But if your anxiety increases, the mind will keep overthinking. You have to work on its roots to reduce your anxiety fast and control your mind, which you will learn in this summary. To make the book easy to understand, we have explained its essential lessons in 7 chapters. So, let's start. Please subscribe. Audiobook World for New Summary. Chapter 1. Ways to Stop Overthinking. Method 1. 5-4-3-2-1. The 5-4-3-2-1 method will distract your mind long enough for you to regain a sense of control. Doctors use this method to help patients overcome anxiety disorders. The 5-4-3-2-1 process works like this. Count slowly from 5 to 1 while under stress. As you count down, use each number as a sign to engage one of your 5 senses. At 5, look at 5 things in your surroundings. On 4, listen to 4 different sounds. On 3, feel 3 feelings. On 2, find 2 smells. Identify any one taste. On 1, counterbelief. You begin to doubt your core belief, which reduces your anxiety and calms your overthinking mind. Method 3. Worry suspension. The authors explain that when they're overwhelmed with anxiety and find it difficult to focus on work or enjoy time with someone close, they pick up their phone, press the side button, and say, "Hey, Google Assistant, fix my appointment to worry at 8 p.m. Usually, by the time it's 8 p.m., they forget what they were worrying about. Most of the time, our worries want to be accepted. By setting aside time to worry, you acknowledge your worry and limit it to a small portion so that it doesn't spill over into the rest of the day. Avoiding fear is a direct and effective way to stop the anxiety cycle. We can rarely eliminate anxiety, but we can limit its onset and duration with awareness. Please subscribe, Audiobook World, for new summary. Chapter 2. More thinking does not mean overthinking. Imagine a young person, James. James is kind, understanding, and self-aware. James is always worried about something or the other, and today, he is concerned about a small health-related thing. He sees a knot on his shoulder. He researches online and thinks more about treatments by looking at them. Then, he pauses, looks at himself, and feels, "I'm probably overthinking things." So he stops feeling tense about his health and starts paying attention to his thoughts about health. He thinks, "I may need some treatment." But what kind? His thoughts start increasing, and he soon debates his options with the internal consultant, arguing, analyzing, defending, questioning, etc. With just one problem, He starts thinking about many unnecessary memories, guesses, fears, and experiences. He wonders, won't I get a panic attack due to anxiety? The moment this thought comes to his mind is filled with millions of examples of times when people told him about some drawbacks related to it. Then, he puts a lens on all his shortcomings and begins to turn each one of them over in his mind, wondering why he is the way he is. Next, he feels frustrated that he is not making the right decisions to fix his health and immediately falls into a storm of negative self-talk to himself, feeling depressed again. That's why this always happens to me. You must be able to see where this decision or mental struggle started. It started with, "There was a small lump on his shoulder." Please subscribe Audiobook World channel for new summary. Our mind is a unique tool given by God for this, but when we feel excessive, we weaken its power. Chapter 3. Causes of stress. There are usually these reasons for stress. People often worry about money, work, family, relationships, aging, or stressful life incidents. They see someone outside having an excellent materialistic thing, anxious to have it. Work pressure, demands of children, and lack of emotional spark in relationships. They listen to negative news. There are two types of politics: positive politics, and negative. Positive, in which there are talks about the country's progress, and negative, in which there are talks of harming others. Talking about negative policies increases stress, lack of sleep, and overeating junk food. Remember the painful memories that happened to you in the past. Your low bank balance. Apart from this, the environment in which you spend most of the time also significantly impacts the mind, like your home and office environment. That's why you must have heard that, as advice to relieve stress, keep your room clean. An unorganized climate, whether at home or work, is an essential cause for concern, as it subconsciously affects your mind. Things like the quality of the light, the smells and sounds you come in contact with, the color of the walls, and the people living with you in these places influence the level of stress and happiness. Chapter 4. Consequences of overthinking. Do you remember James? We only glimpsed his mind briefly, but imagine he does this 24/7. Although we know it is not beneficial, most people do not consider worry and overthinking harmful. They think that worry is also just a thought. However, it is different. Anxiety is a physical, mental, psychological, social, and spiritual indecent. There is no such aspect of life that is not affected by overthinking. When you feel threatened, your APA axis, hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal become active. Your mind triggers neurotransmitters and hormones so that the body has an effect and you are ready to fight or avoid danger. The physical effect harms the body in both the long term and the short time, such as severe headache, nausea, muscle tension, fatigue, dry mouth, dizziness, increased breathing rate, muscle pain, trembling, sweating, digestive problems, weakening of the immune system, and memory power. Our bodies are designed to tolerate high stress only for short periods, but prolonged stress can cause health problems such as heart disease, sleep deprivation, and hormonal dysregulation. Please subscribe Audiobook World channel for new summary. On the mental and psychological level, fatigue, nervousness, irritability, difficulty focusing, lack of motivation, changes in sexual desire and appetite, nightmares, depression, feeling out of control, and disinterest in life begin to occur. Additionally, tension strengthens negative thinking patterns and harmful self-talk and reduces our confidence. At the social and environmental level, problems such as lack of interest in maintaining close relationships, poor performance at work, irritability with others, not interacting with people in public, and involvement in addictive or harmful activities begin. A person constantly under stress starts losing meaning and happiness in life, stops making plans for it, cannot do charitable work for others, and, most importantly, loses the motivation to live his life. If you constantly overthink, your body will worry by increasing cortisol and other stress hormones. It will make you think more and more, increasing stress and changing how you feel about yourself and your life. Then, you can choose the wrong option for yourself, like staying up late, eating bad food, keeping quiet, eating bad food. Due to this. They get trapped in the web of worry and strengthen a bad habit, which hurts every aspect of life, mind, body, and soul. We all have different ways of thinking and analyzing it, but we have the most control over how we interpret our experiences and move forward. With practice, you, too, can train your mind to work in your favor, to see things differently, and to resist constant worrying. Please subscribe Audiobook World channel for new summary. Please subscribe Audiobook World for new summary. Chapter 4. Decluttering your surroundings. Our surroundings contribute to our quality of life. We're often cluttered with mindless tasks because we react to what's in front of us. To declutter and free up mental space. 1. Simplify your home. Set aside 10 minutes daily, and your house will be in order within a few weeks. So let go of the past and release the physical objects that weigh you down. 2. Simplify your digital life. Monitor your digital activities throughout the day. Where and how can you begin cutting back? Also, take 10 minutes daily to declutter your email inbox and icons on your desktop and organize your files and documents. 3. Simplify your activities. Busyness contributes to your mental clutter. Accept that less can be more. To declutter your schedule, prioritize your daily priorities rather than trying to fit them all in. Purge the commitments you can drop without severe consequences. Alternatively, delegate, delay, or shorten them. One, focus on 3 important daily goals, but with more intention, time, and focus. Build in sacred time to do absolutely nothing. Just be. Leave work on time. Try gradually cutting back your overworking habit, starting with 1 day a week. Take a digital sabbatical, no access to any internet-connected device, for 1 full day, a week, or a weekend. Harness the power of flow and focus by working on a challenge or honing a skill. Follow the next steps mindfully. Eat meals. Savor the eating experience with proper digestion and absorption of nutrients. Clean your house. Focus on the doing rather than the getting it done. Walk, pay attention along the way, and let walking be the destination. Experience nature. Focus on your surroundings with all of your senses. Exercise. Pay attention to your body, posture, discomfort, and movements. Key takeaways. Your mind is the basis of everything you experience. Train it daily. Focused breathing and meditation can help detach from intrusive thoughts and emotions. Interrupt, reframe, and challenge your thoughts to take charge and diminish their power over you. Set goals based on your core values and priorities to set the stage for focused action and self-esteem that keeps you energized. Be present and mindful in your relationships to prevent conflicts and mental distress from human interaction. Declutter Your Mind book. Review as a reader of Declutter Your Mind by Barry Davenport and S.J. Scott. I found this book to be an insightful and practical guide to simplifying our thoughts and achieving mental clarity. The authors provide a range of techniques and strategies to help readers eliminate mental clutter, reduce stress, and improve focus. The book is structured around 4 main areas: mindfulness, goal setting, simplifying, and developing healthy habits. We can create a more organized and peaceful mental environment by addressing these key aspects of our lives. Davenport and Scott's writing style is engaging and easy to follow, with real-life examples and actionable advice throughout the book. As I implemented the techniques shared in the book, I noticed a significant improvement in my ability to concentrate, make decisions, and maintain a sense of calm amidst daily challenges. One of the most valuable lessons I learned from this book is the importance of mindfulness and being present at the moment. By cultivating awareness of our thoughts and emotions, we can better manage stress and create a more balanced and fulfilling life. In conclusion, Declutter Your Mind is a must-read for anyone looking to improve their mental well-being and achieve greater clarity and focus. Barry Davenport and S.J. Scott's practical advice and actionable strategies can potentially transform your mental landscape and, ultimately, your life. Thanks for watching Audiobook World. Please subscribe our channel. Adapting to stress means changing yourself to better cope with life. To do this, refuse to engage in hopeless thoughts and practice being intentionally more optimistic. By changing your perspective, you often make your mindset flexible, due to which opportunities are visible, even in difficulties. Because when we become stress-friendly, we find ways to strengthen ourselves. For this, make a habit of making a thank you list daily of all the fantastic things you have received in real life. Apart from this, affirm that you are strong and can handle the opposite situation. If you had this kind of powerful approach, thoughts, and motivation, you can face problems with confidence, and living with this mindset leads to a better personality. So, these are the 4 principles of stress management. When you feel yourself getting stressed, stop and look at it. No matter how stressful the situation, there is always a way for you to deal with it actively. You are not helpless in the face of stress. You have the tools. A little awareness is needed to use these tools. For example, a colleague at the workplace gives you stress every day. So instead of being silent, stop and ask if you can avoid colleagues. To avoid meeting them in the cafeteria, have lunch at a different time or sit physically away. But you must confront them in weekly meetings, where they often disturb you or steal your ideas. Then think of ways to change the situation, like how you can get out of the meeting quickly. You speak to your colleague personally, and share your concerns that I feel uncomfortable in the conference with this behavior of yours. When you stop me, it seems that I have been rejected. Next time you share your ideas in the meeting, please stay within a little limit with me. If none of these is possible in reality, then accept the situation. Please, talk about your frustration with a close friend, or convince yourself that such is the nature of that colleague. He disturbs everyone, so don't take it personally. Ultimately, you can overcome it by working on becoming a more confident and outspoken person. When you realize you have as much right to speak in the meeting as anyone else, you confidently say, "I am talking now, please say your words later," and continue. With overthinking, sometimes it can feel like you have a million things going on in your mind, and it can be challenging to determine which is causing your anxiety. A stress diary can help you clarify your triggers and responses to them. From there, you can actively take steps to manage your stress levels. A stress diary is a written record of your stress level and related information that you can later analyze and take steps to manage stress. We all need some stress in life, and some focus needs to be eliminated. So this diary will help you to identify which pressure is good for you and which is not. Record each entry with the time and date, and rate yourself based on your feelings. For example, give a rating of 1 for no stress and 10 for much anxiety. For stress measurement, you can note your physical symptoms. Also, note how effective that method is for measuring pressure. Then, focus on any stressful events that have happened recently and try to see what is causing your current situation. Finally, note how you responded to the incident and the result. For example, February 4th, 9:15 a.m., You received a stressful message regarding Dad's shoulder surgery. Seeing this, I started feeling a little tired. I started feeling strange in my stomach and having trouble concentrating at work. You think you feel this way because you are worried that something terrible might happen to him. That's why you are refraining from replying to the message, but you know this may further increase. Problem: make an entry every time you feel your mood changing or you are under stress. Take that diary after a few days or weeks, then analyze it to find the stress pattern. What are the most common causes of stress, i.e., what usually happens before a sudden mood change in focus, and how did these incidents influence your productivity in the past? How did you respond emotionally and practically to these incidents? And are you aware? Can you identify stress levels that are comfortable and beneficial to your productivity? When you analyze your stress diary this way, you work with accurate data to help you make practical changes. You will be surprised about some of the changes and will be able to make changes immediately. You can leave a stress diary alone. After using it for a few weeks, the process becomes automatic, and you start developing more awareness of the reason and how to fix it. Please subscribe Audiobook World Channel for new summary. Once you understand the natural causes of stress, you can use the 4 as a technique to fix it, or reorganize your lifestyle or schedule to reduce stress. If you see that all your pressure is coming from one person, then you can put some limitations on the relationship with him. If you find that getting angry makes things difficult to handle, start working on reducing your anger. If your job continues to cause worry, you can try to fix it by taking a break or changing jobs. Whatever stress you have, definitely write it, because writing things down automatically relieves stress. It helps you collect your thoughts, solve problems, and listen to your inner voice. In this way, this diary acts like a therapist. With awareness, writing down good memories and lessons from the past. Also, note down those things you were unhappy about, not being able to change in the past, but can change now. Then, break those incidents down into smaller chunks and look for a theme, a pattern that ties them all together. See how the present moment connects to the past, then ask yourself what you can do to take responsibility for it. For example, if you are complaining about mistakes made in the past, you can create a story like this. You weren't an idiot who did something wrong, but you were young, learning and constantly improving your development process. You can see that the mistake made then has made you more mature today. Chapter 7. Manage your time and inputs. The most significant source of our worries is poor time management. You prioritize the things that make you sad and avoid giving enough time to the things that make you happy. You rarely find time for enjoyment and rest, so actively do so to reduce your stress level. For this, you can make a daily routine and do your tasks according to priority. Apart from this, you will move forward happily without stress by dividing your big goals into small parts and completing them individually. Adopt Allen's input processing method. First, pay attention to how you respond to even the most minor exciting things like calls and emails. Then, you have to plan for a better way of giving a response based on your present response. Another helpful method is to use SMART goals. Your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and note your plans with specific details so you know exactly what to do. Then, make a standard or scale for this measure by which you will see that you have achieved this goal. Decide that the goal should be achievable. It should not be something that can only be seen in a dream and has no existence in reality. See how this goal relates to your life's values and what purpose will be fulfilled by achieving it. Finally, fix a time limit to complete this goal so you can complete it in the given time. Conclusion, friends. This is the summary of the book, Stop Overthinking. Whatever we have learned so far from the book, let us repeat it once so that it is easy to remember. The main reason for overthinking is to think about something excessively. Follow these methods to prevent the stress caused by overthinking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, plan. Count slowly from 5 to 1 while under pressure. As you count down, use each number as a sign to engage one of your 5 senses. At 5, look at 5 things in your surroundings. On 4, listen to 4 different sounds. On 3, feel 3 feelings. On 2, find 2 smells. Identify any one taste on 1. Set aside time to worry. Because most of the time, our worries want to be accepted. By setting aside enough time to worry, you get your worry and limit it to a smaller portion of the time. And often, the concern is remembered after the time that time comes. And the last way is to focus on positive things in and around your life. Stop Overthinking, book review. Stop Overthinking is a practical guide by Nick Trenton that offers actionable strategies to break free from the cycle of overthinking. The book provides insights into understanding the root causes of overthinking and presence techniques to manage and redirect excessive thoughts. It combines cognitive behavioral techniques with mindfulness practices to help readers regain control over their minds. With relatable examples and step-by-step instructions, it empowers individuals to challenge negative thought patterns, reduce anxiety, and improve decision-making. Overall, Stop Overthinking is a valuable resource for those seeking to cultivate a more balanced and peaceful mental state in their daily lives. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe Audiobook World for new summary.